You might find it tough to find a property that fits your boat or boats, your home needs, and your budget. You might end up storing a boat. Today, I'm going to break down why this might be a good option for you and some ideas on how to get it done. Yo, I'm Adrienne, longtime Florida realtor, and I'm here to help you get your Florida life. Happy Wednesday, everyone. As you know, new videos come out every Wednesday on this channel. I have started adding shorter videos throughout the week, so please subscribe to stay updated. If you want to talk real estate with me, you can easily book, call, or a Zoom by clicking the link in the description. You should know that often people start talking to me a year or sometimes more before they buy or sell. So don't hesitate. It's nice to have some professional advice while you plan your next move. With all of the Gulf Access Canal water around Punta Gorda and Port Charlotte, you might think, why would anybody not buy a house they could dock their boat behind? Well, there are several reasons. Number one, first, the most obvious reason is price. If you watched my Punta Gorda Isles waterfront crash course, you know that not only is waterfront more expensive than non-waterfront, that's probably pretty obvious, but the kind of boating water you have greatly affects your home price. Most of my customers come to me with sort of a house/boat budget. The kind of boat they want is as important as the floor plan sometimes. If you want to dock a 40-foot sailboat with a 6-foot draft behind your house, the type of canal you need is going to eat up more of your budget than if you have a 20-foot skiff. Number two, you may not want to be in a spot that requires flood insurance for your mortgage. To be clear, though, many homes off the water are in a zone that requires flood insurance. I'm going to have an insurance agent on in the next couple of weeks, and we'll deep dive into all of that. But just quick little easy tip, if you see a home that says flood zone AE, lenders will require flood insurance, whether it's on the water or it's off the water. Number three, you want more than one boat. It typically requires more than 85 feet of waterfront to store two boats, depending on the boat size. Again, getting a home with that much waterfront ups the price of the home. You may want to dock one boat behind your house and put another in a marina. Now let's talk marinas and other strategies. To start with, you should know that most marinas around here cost about $12 to $14 per foot of boat per month if you go for an annual dockage. There are usually different rates if you're going to store it for shorter periods. If you're going to store a 35-foot boat, it's likely to cost between $420 and $490 a month at a marina, or between $5,000 and $6,000 a year. Now let's look at home prices. I'm going to give you some current numbers from mid-August 2023. If you're watching this a year or two from now, the numbers will be different, but you will still be able to get an idea of the price difference between waterfront and non-waterfront, which can help you decide what's best for you. The main zip code in Punta Gorda with canals is 33950. If we look at homes on canals in Punta Gorda, there are currently 77 homes. They start at $399,000 and max out at $2,400,000. The median price is $892,000. There is such a range because there are different canal neighborhoods in this example. Some are deed restricted, some are not. More than that, the lower priced homes are great for small powerboats only, not big sailboats. If we go off the canals in the same zip code, we find 67 homes. The lowest price is $190,000 and the highest is $1,750,000 with a median of $440,000. Again, this encompasses several neighborhoods. Therefore, if you have a budget of $700,000, you are going to be $200,000 under the median price of a canal home, meaning you're probably going to have to cut some of your house criteria. But if you go off the water with $700,000, you're $250,000 over the median price, meaning you won't have to sacrifice as much in the house category. You might also still find a home on a lake or pond view if looking at water is important to you. The $700,000 house you get off the water is going to be a completely different home than on the water. It may make the idea of spending $6,000 a year on docking at a marina more palatable. Side note, if you're interested in these kinds of numbers, I send out a monthly update via email that you can sign up for in the description below. Now, the cheapest way to store a boat is to find an off-the-water house where you can store the boat on the property you buy. A lot of the western part of Punta Gorda that is nearest to the water is under deed restrictions that won't allow it. are a couple neighborhoods like Rio Villa, Charlotte Park, parts on East Punta Gorda that do allow it. You might also look over in Port Charlotte. That has a lot of land that makes it easy for you to keep your boat and trailer on your property. You might also find an individual dock to rent. Sometimes a homeowner who does not use their dock will rent it out. This is a tougher find, but I do know people who have found a dock to rent. Let's move on to the marinas. I'm going to start in South Punta Gorda. This is where I've seen many people decide to live off the water and rent a slip at Birdstorm Marina. You can either live in the marina or there are a couple communities that are right around Birdstorm Marina. Living in Birdstorm Marina is generally the best way to be closest to your boat. The marina is beautiful. It has a restaurant, golf courses, and lots of activities. It also has wet and dry storage for boats. I've always heard excellent customer service in the marina. But you should know that there are HOA fees to live in the marina. These fees do not include dockage. You pay for that separately. And that is why I've had customers buy outside of the marina in Birdstore Lakes or Birdstore Village, where there's still HOA fees, but they're lower. If you want to be closer to downtown, you have Lashley Park Marina and Fisherman's Village. My understanding, both of those are often on wait lists. Once you get in, though, you are in a fantastic spot to go boating and then jump off and go to dinner. There are many nearby waterfront restaurants. There's also the Punta Gorda Marina. It's got easy access to Charlotte Harbor and then out to the Gulf of Mexico. There's also the Punta Gorda Isles Yacht Club. It's a beautiful spot, also on a wait list. I think their wait list is about a year right now. So if you're interested in that, get on that list. I hope that helps and gives you some ideas. Thank you for watching. See you next week.